Hello everyone and welcome to my Pickers Gossip channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. INERCAN Pickers alum Frank Fritz's shockingly low annual income has been revealed in court papers after he was fired from the show. Frank, 59, was hospitalized for a stroke on July 14 after a friend found him on the floor of his Yarrow home. Frank's close friends then filed an emergency appointment of temporary guardian and conservator for the star on August 18, claiming his decision-making capacity is so impaired. In court papers exclusively obtained by the U.S. Sun, conservator Midwestone Bank filed an initial plan. The documents revealed Frank has an annual income of just $60,000 from investments. Per his 2021 tax return, Frank was unemployed at the time of his stroke. He has no debt listed. Frank's low post-show income is a stark contrast to his former co-star and friend Mike Wolf's. Mike's divorce judgment from his ex-wife Jody in December 2021 revealed his massive payday from American Pickers. The U.S. Sun previously reported that Jody will receive 50% of post-tax royalties earned by Mike for seasons 1 to 10 of American Pickers for the earning period before December 31, 2021. The court papers claimed Mike was to receive one payment for the month of December 2021 for his work on season 10 of American Pickers, as he shall pay her exactly $28,000. In total, he was ordered to pay her over $6 million to his ex. It is unclear if the investments for Frank include show royalties. Frank was hospitalized for a stroke on July 14 after a friend found him on the floor of his Yarrow home. The U.S. Sun previously reported Frank would be under a temporary guardianship and conservatorship. The documents read, "Because of his stroke, Mr. Fritz's decision-making capacity is so impaired that he is unable to care for his own safety, or to provide for necessities such as food, shelter, clothing, or medical care, without which physical injury or illness may occur. Mr. Fritz's decision-making capacity is so impaired that he is unable to make, communicate, or carry out important decisions concerning his own financial affairs." An exhibit was mentioned in the court papers from a doctor, confirming Frank does not have decisional capacity. The legal papers continued, "Decisions must be made for Mr. Fritz's care and placement while he continues to recover and receive treatment for his injuries. Appointment of a guardian and conservator is necessary to avoid immediate harm to him." The petitioner requested a separate longtime friend of Frank's, who has been assisting him in decision-making since the stroke, be his guardian. A bank would be the conservator to handle Frank's financial affairs. The guardian and conservator were both approved by the court. Frank has been at a rehabilitation center since he was released from the hospital on September 6. By the time of Frank's discharge from the rehabilitation center, his Iowa farmhouse must have ramps and handles for the shower and toilet. The guardian will help Frank with his Crohn's disease treatment and continued physical therapy. He will also help the former American Pickers star grocery shop, cook, and get Frank to any activity he feels up to. Frank last appeared on American Pickers during a March 2020 episode, as he took time off to recover from back surgery, which left him with 185 stitches and 2 rods in his spine. During his time off the show, Frank lost 65 pounds. He also told the U.S. Sun that he entered rehab for alcohol addiction in Iowa for 77 days. Frank previously said, "I went to rehab and I've been sober now for 11 months. I didn't like drinking anymore. My mom was an alcoholic and she died 5 years ago and it was alcohol related. My grandfather was an alcoholic and he died. That didn't sit well with me." Frank said of his time in treatment, "They gave me a lot of information and we were booked up for 13 or 14 hours a day. There was no sitting around watching TV or eating food. You were scheduled out for an hour, then an hour and a half, all through the day. They really give you a lot of one-on-one time. I read 12 self-help books while I was there. I didn't around. I really got into it. I went there to learn and get the most out of it that I possibly could. I had a great time there and I helped other people who were having problems too. It's one of the best things that have happened to me. Frank continued that he goes to meetings twice a week after the stint. Frank was open about wanting to return to the History Channel series after his hiatus, as he said, "I'd still like to get back to my job. I miss my friends and my people, and being on the road and meeting all those different characters." But Mike soon revealed Frank had been fired from the series. Frank previously confirmed to the US Sun that the longtime friends had a falling out.